Oh, you've got Price and Prayer. You should totally read that one too. You think so? Why's that? Not just an interesting story, it's based on true events. The author is so right when he says there's a lot we can learn from what happened back then. I'll check it out when I have time. Let me know when you do. It'd be interesting in hearing what you have to say about it. Alright, since you asked about my family earlier, I'm going to do the same thing. Is there a Mr. or Mrs. Cat back home waiting for you? No, can't say there is. How about a potential Mr. or Mrs. Cat then? Are you looking to date anyone? Maybe. Come on, tell me! Isn't really a... See, anyone on your radar at least? Someone you think is cute? Sure. Shame you can't be with them now then. Are you talking about someone you met here? Oh my god. I'll be honest, I actually think Adin's been the most likable character so far. I am curious where Lorm's story goes. Say yes. Oh my! Would that be someone I know? Maybe. Well, who is it? Not sure how many questions that was, but I'm sure it's not your turn anymore. Are you still playing this game? Just having fun. You and me both. You know, why don't we make this a little more interesting while we're at it? What do you suggest? Truth or dare? What's that? We continue to ask questions, but one of us doesn't want to answer the question. We have to do something the other person tells us to. I don't even know what kind of dare I would make you do. Be something that would make me uncomfortable, or something you'd like to see me do. Anything! Well, keep in mind that revenge might be coming quicker than you think, so don't ask someone for anything you wouldn't do yourself. Got it, so who's first? You asked the last few questions, so only fair if I start. Alright. What the... I'm actually curious what the writer's gonna do if I ask which part of your body is the most ticklish. Probably my sides. Good to know. You wouldn't misuse that knowledge, would you? Of course not. Since it's my turn now, what is your greatest wish? The very best, like no one was. I mean, considering we're trying to solve Earth's problems with the generators, yeah. Well, anything, I'd want there to be peace on Earth. Has an audible wish, Cat. Okay, my turn. What would you do if you were invisible for a day? Let's ask a fun question. Invisible, huh? That's a hard one. I mean, no one would see my flying then. I do want people to see that. Well, this question more about what would you do if you had the opportunity to do something like getting caught, like something mischievous or criminal. Oh, I know what I'd do. I'd check out the building they found along with the portal. Cat. What building? Did you hear about that? They found a whole building along with the portal. It's actually on the ground. They have it heavily guarded while a team of archaeologists work on it. I think it might contain many secrets and answers about the portal and where it came from. Interesting. I think I'd like to check that out as well. If you knew the world was about to end, what would you do? Personally, I'd probably just be like, yeah, it's a hoax, and just keep going. And just keep doing my normal stuff. Well, I guess enjoy life to the full. To the last moment. Even though it sounds like those people are just like, oh shit, world's about to end, let's buy all my classmates a car. Oh yeah, so I enjoy it. Going out with a bang, huh? What's your biggest regret? Oh my. I think it might be time for a dare now. Alright. Move your headgear. Just that? That's not very hard. I thought you'd go easy on you since your first time and all. I see. Also because there's an achievement for it. There, satisfied? Definitely. Yeah. Alright, so from those who you've met so far, who's the one you fancy most? I think I'll take it there for this one. Oh, finally! What am I going to have you do? Whatever you like. No, I honestly have no idea. Take your time. Alright, let me think for a minute. Oh, looks like it's getting late. Wait, what time is it? Whoops, seems like I've been here longer than I thought. Probably should be going now. Seems like the rain stopped too. Yeah, that's great. You know, if you want me to come over again, you don't have to order anything to do it. Here's my private number. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. Bye. And here we go. Loss and passion. Superstition. Chapter 4. Look, my eyes fixed on the ceiling wallpaper. Sense of dread lingered from a nightmare I no longer remembered. How many more times would I see this apartment before I return to my own world? Or before something happened to me? Got ready for a day and tried to shake off those thoughts. Hey, Cad. Got ditched us on our investigation, and then I guess you didn't really get any more options to like try and go back to any of us. And right on the minute, you show up at this time every day, like clockwork. Clocks are reliable. Reliable is good in this line of work. I've got something for you. Now I'm below from the facility. Oh, these are results from the test Anna ran on my blood. She must have sent this before she was... No, it's no use thinking about that now. Maybe the test results will be able to help us. Let's see. Remarkable similarities in genetic makeup, particularly the brain structure. Oh, I suppose this isn't the only reason you're here. The chief will explain everything once we get there. Let's not keep him waiting, shall we? We arrived at a place that would look like an ordinary house, not been for extraordinary size. Might be more of a hostel than a family home. Chief! There you are. Wait, weren't you supposed to be with Emma? Luckily, she doesn't work every day of the week. I see that. Wouldn't that put her at more risk? Anyway, we're nearly done here, so I'll keep it short. Reza broke into the hatchery. Oh, fuck. There's another murder victim, an employee of the hatchery who was on night duty. Her body was found quite away from here. There's evidence of a struggle, but she covered a lot of distance before it was ultimately over. Loud bangs were heard from the area her body was found. She has numerous wounds consistent with both the wounds of the previous victims and that other weapon he has. By this point, news of another corpse didn't have the same. At this point, news of another corpse didn't have the same impact anymore. Just another one of Reza's faceless victims. The hatchery? Is that what this building is? Well, not only. It's a council-owned building, they like keeping everything related to their sector under the same roof. So, besides the hatchery, there's also an orphanage and a family clinic inside. There are also offices related to the administration of those services. That reminds me of the production facility. It should. They have a similar management structure. Can we get back to the case? Sorry for the interruption, Chief. Wait a minute, the orphanage is in there too. There are no other casualties, but Reza got something else when he broke in. A generator as well as a few eggs. Luckily, the power was restored before anything happened to all the other eggs left inside, but needless to say, the parents of the stolen eggs are not going to be happy. But what happened at the portal skirmish? Why would he steal eggs in the first place? Maybe you could tell us. That's why you're here after all. I don't know. I have no idea what he would even do with them. Maybe he wants to use them as a bargaining chip. After all, he still has to make his escape. The portal's still broken. You think he wants to exchange them for safe passage through the portal? Maybe. Still broken though, so I'm not sure that'll be much help. Maybe he has the part needed to repair it, and now has everything he needs to escape. He can trade the eggs for safe passage, fix the portal, and leave. It's not the only possibility. He may not be the one who broke the power. Maybe he thinks you've intentionally sabotaged it so he can't leave. And he feels he needs the eggs as bargaining chip to get you to repair it. If he just wanted to leave, I feel like he could have done that already. Doesn't even matter who sabotaged the portal. We only know that Reza's actions are becoming more and more desperate. Kidnapped defenseless eggs, they even used the human weapon. Something's clearly going on with him. Maybe it means that he'll slip up soon. Who knows, maybe he already has. In any case, we're done here. Let's head back to the apartment and decide what to do next. Hopefully some of the test results will tell us something. After a brief walk, we were in Bryce's office again. Initial test results had already come in, but didn't reveal any insightful or new information. So what do we do now? Go over timeline again? Not yet. There are a few things I'd like to take care of first. What do you have in mind? Suddenly there's a knock at the door. Come in. Maverick, what are you doing here? Chief, can I talk to you alone? Quite busy here, Maverick. What's this about? Reza. Well, you're looking at the Reza task force, so if you have anything to say in front of all of us. I see. Think I know where Reza is. Know where Reza is at this very moment. I have a good reason to believe that I've located his hideout. He could still be there, or he might have already moved on. Damn, Maverick, tell me everything. Been tracking him for a while now. He was at the portal a few days ago. I nearly got him, managed to follow him for a while before I lost him. Based on that, where he's been and where his victims have been found, I could triangulate his whereabouts. He has to live somewhere, right? He needs a base to hide the generators and everything and stole it. Bryce cleared the clutter on the table and smoothed out a map of the town on its surface. I already had a few locations related to the case marked on it. Show it to me. Prior victims were found here. And here, today's was here. She was following him, likely because she wanted to save the eggs he stole. This is the path he took from the portal when I followed him a few days ago. So we have established this as his area of operation. Extrapolated, and we can narrow it down to this. Now, where could he be hiding in this area? Certainly not within the village borders, so unless he decided to live in the wilderness or a hole in the ground, the only option is here. The abandoned farm. When did you figure all this out? Just a few minutes ago. When I did, I immediately came here. Damn it, Maverick, this might be it. Should we send an observation team? As if we had one to spare. Heck, we're going there right now. What about you, Maverick? I'm still on sick leave, remember? Besides, if I saw Reza right now, I'd probably do something I shouldn't. How about you, Cad? Isn't this going to be dangerous? Reza probably won't harm you, as you're the only one he could possibly consider an ally. Good point. If anything, with you here, we might be able to convince him to give up. Or we could act like we intend to trade you for the eggs if he tries to use them as a bargaining chip. Not really going to use me as ransom, right? We'll see about that. Suppose if it's necessary, I'll have to play along. Got your back. There's one thing we could do to make this whole situation even worse, be messing up with you. We have the element of surprise as we walk through his base right now, but if we risk Reza lashing out with his weapon, we want to resolve this peacefully. Observation is probably the way to go. Guess we won't need Cat for that, though. True enough. Alright, Cat, you stay here and wait for further instructions. We may need you at a moment's notice. Don't do anything without us telling you to, understand? Okay. Alright then, let's go, Sebastian. After you, Chief. And Maverick, good job. Thanks, Chief. Shortly after they vanished, Maverick also turned to leave. Oh. Figured he'd, question me or something. Then I had to wait. Bryce and Sebastian were observing the farm now, and if anything new happened, I would be the first to know. Spent some time looking around Bryce's office, studying all the material I gathered about the case. Well, there wasn't any information I didn't already know. After a few hours, the telephone in his office rang. I'm not sure whether the call was intended for me or Bryce. I picked up. Cad? Yes? Think you need to come here. I'll give you directions. No problem. There you are. So what happened? Whole lot of nothing. There was no movement to or from the building the time we've been watching. Usually operates during the nights, but he's just asleep. In that case, it'd be best for us to go in before he has a chance to make his escape. Maybe he's not even in there anymore. The kid was seeing us and slipped away unnoticed. Plenty of time to destroy the evidence while we've been waiting here. You're right. Either he's still inside or he's already gone, not coming back. Let's go in. What should I do? Coming with me. Sebastian, you walk around, watch the back of the building, just in case he tries to escape. I'm on it, Chief. I go in, you stay here, alright? What am I even here for, then? You're our insurance. If he either tries to flee and sees you, it might throw him off. You might be able to stop him. Or if we get into standoff, I can tell him you're here as well. I just don't want you to come inside when it could be dangerous. Problem is, this is Reza, who's kind, I don't know, last we saw him, didn't particularly see the dragons as people. Let me go in first. Why? Maybe I can talk to him and we can figure things out. I don't think he wants to kill me, so even if it doesn't work out, Sebastian and you will still be nearby to catch him. I'll be right behind you then, but you be careful. As Slowly made our way to the front door. Took a deep breath and tried to prepare myself for the possibility of facing Reza. 10 scenarios and things I could say to him rushed to my head as I pressed down the door handle. Door inched open with a crack, or with a creak, but I noticed slight resistance and a strange sound that suddenly made me hesitate. Is there a trap? Yep. When I looked down at the source of noise, I saw a taut wire through the gap in the door, hovering the floor of the entryway. That was a pretty close call, you know. Too bad Reza wasn't here after all. Maybe he ran when he saw us approach. Strange for him to leave everything behind, though. Everything he's stolen. All the generators are still here. You think the trap was for us in particular? Probably not. It was likely more of a general safety precaution. If he had any time to prepare for this, he will have taken the stuff with him. True enough, I had no idea you could make a bomb out of a generator. You just haven't been with us long enough. If you know how, it's not even that complicated. And Reza somehow figured it out. Apparently so. Does he have any skills pertaining to engineering or electricity? Well, he's worked on cars before and fixes a lot of things back home. I guess that would qualify? He also could have done his own research. Either way, this makes him even more dangerous. At least now we have a whole building's worth of clues. Cad, can you get to your apartment from here? We'll be busy with this scene for a while. No problem. I'll leave you to your work then. Good job, Cad. Thanks. I'm surprised you called me back so quickly. How's the investigation going? Oh, the investigation's going swimmingly, but as you expect, we need all the help we can get. As usual. How's the case been going? We realized we must employ external help. Oh? Yeah, request assist from all of the cities. We hope they'll send some good investigators our way soon. I see. We're so close today. He could have been in there, you know. Maybe he just came a few minutes too late. If he knows how to make bombs from generators, who's to say he won't start using them elsewhere? At least he doesn't have any right now, does he? Said all the generators that are stolen are now accounted for. True. Still, this whole case is going to be too much for a small-town police department. Hope you get all the help you need. Me too. Right now, you can help us again. Oh, yeah, for me. We searched the building, found more the things Reza stole. We also found this bloody bandage. You think that's his? That's what we need to find out, but given all that we know, it probably is. So he's wounded. We know he was injured during the fight with his first victim, but whether this is from the same wound or something else, I'm not sure. In case you bring it to the lab for us to find out more. Sure. Next, we have a witness who reported hearing loud bangs during the night. I'll make a follow-up visit. You need to confirm witness to him, see if he has any news share. Now we reclaimed your PDAs, we're going to send one to the archives for analysis. If they have experienced healing artifacts, they're better suited to do with any of our departments. No problem. So we have the eggs. The relief found them unharmed in the building. They're safe and ready to be sent back to the hatchery. Shouldn't we take care of those first? It's not as urgent as you might think. Our eggs are pretty resilient. Being in the care of the hatchery is more as insurance than a requirement. Some people choose to keep them in their own home till they hatch, rather than having the hatchery take care of it. Free's been notified, but they won't be able to send some for a few hours. I've heard that they're really understaffed. Bring the eggs and paperwork to them. You speed up the process, but it's not an urgent matter. I see. Keith, I'll just leave everything here until I get to it, so feel free to do as tasks you wish. It's laughable you don't even have free hand for simple errands. Don't worry about it. Wait, you're planning to attend Summer Festival? Should I? I was thinking about something fun and wrapped up in this investigation. For sure, it's important to take short rest so you don't lose your head. So much to see at the festival, particularly the big fireworks. And maybe attempted genocide. Hey, dragons enjoy fireworks too. I would think something like that feels so commonplace. Maybe you breathe fire. Not quite the same. Still appreciate the wonderful, colorful bursts in the sky. Last day, there are always big fireworks show. Everyone usually attends it. Everyone. Yes, it's great tradition behind it. Also putting everyone in one place so the bad guy can do their big bad thing that they're preparing for. The piece being most, I'll be on guard duty when it happens this year, so I probably won't be able to see a thing. Be sure not to miss it then. Anyways, I should get back to the investigation now. I'll leave stuff for you here. Take care of the rest once I get back, alright? Sure thing. Good luck, Cat. You too. Uh... There is an achievement for taking the eggs to the hatchery that I remember seeing. On my way to the hatchery, I heard a voice call out to me. Hello there! Turn around and see an unfamiliar face before me. Okay. We've got a fur dragon. I think there is an actual, like dragon with a fur coat somewhere in mythology. I just can't name him. Hey, I'm Kevin. Kat, nice to meet you. Can I perhaps interest you in our Midwest institution? Is this some kind of religious thing? Not at all, it's a college. Sorry, but I already got my degrees. Yeah, I know, it was just a joke. Oh, so me going to college is a joke now. I'm not good enough, is that it? Not at all. Even if you want to study there, I don't think you'd be with us long enough to make use of it. I think that came out wrong. Here we go. I think I like that voice better from... Hey, look, I won't take this the wrong way. You. So, you're a recruiter for this college? No, this is just my summer job. When the semester starts up again, I actually be intending to get my degree in psychology. College, wonderful times. Is that sarcasm? Maybe. I don't even know you had colleges here, though. Well, you do now. Why do you even approach me if you know I'm not going to college here? Don't tell me it's just because I'm human. I was actually trying to talk to that old lady who walked by. Once you turned around, there was no going back. Oh, well, thanks for not making things awkward. Hey, I treated everyone nicely until I have reason not to. That's good customer service. Sure, it's not just for the job, you know, that's just me. Invite him? What? What does invite him mean? Why don't you come over to my place later? I'd like to hear more about what college is all about in this world. That you found the right person for the job. Can't promise anything right now, but maybe I'll see you another time. For sure, I'll also fish up here, but after that I'm free. Alright, I'll let you know. You're all day today and tomorrow, so it should be hard to find me. Great. I have to get going now. Be sure to know if anything's up. Sure. See ya. Here we are again. Hey, Cat, what are you doing here? Oh, I just came by to drop these off. Drop what off? Stolen eggs. Figure the hatchery will want them back. Oh, I was actually going to get those from the police department later. So glad they got back safely. Emily, stop chewing my leg. It's tasty! Oh well. Anyway, I was about to go inside, so I'll take those off your hands. Thanks for bringing them here. No problem. Bring eggs to the hatchery, yay. Is that it? Okay. Let's take the badge to the facility. Hope this is the right place. Since we do have that other bandage from Tatsu Park. Can I help you? Yeah, I'm just dropping off this evidence on behalf of the police. For the Reza case, right? I already read the memo. Well, yep, well, here you go. Thanks, I'll get right to it. That was uninteresting. Thanks for all your help. Now facilities receive the bandage, be able to discover something new. Take care of the remaining tasks so you can take the rest of the day off. I'm sure you have things to do other than helping the police department. No problem, really. My trip to your world is supposed to be a vacation. Also, I could totally look at those pictures of that facility. Alright then, see you next time. See you. This fateful day, I was glad to finally have some sort of respite. I wandered into the kitchen as I considered tonight's dinner. Should I cook something or we're out? When I returned to the living room, I suddenly found my strength leaving me and collapsed to the floor. Uh-oh.